We'll now look at types of digital resources. This information is taken from Instructional Technology and Media Learning by Smaldino, Lowther, Mims, and Russell. So now you've decided that you're ready to use technology in your classroom. You must choose the most appropriate technology, software, programs, and mobile applications to create rigorous, relevant, and engaging learning environments. These may include, but not be limited to, word processing and desktop publishing. Using concept mapping software, mobile apps such as Inspiration and Simple Mind, students can gather their ideas into concept maps, or they can use a word processor to work with ideas and quickly manage changes as they explore various ways, or they could have a better opportunity to be able to edit, which is a process that students do not like. Students can also use calculators and spreadsheets that are attached to all computers these days. They can use simple mathematical operations on the calculators, or they can use advanced mathematical operations on the graphing calculators that are attached to most computers now. Bear in mind that the technology can also facilitate data gathering when connected to laboratory equipment. The collected data can then be downloaded to a spreadsheet, and guess what? It can be put in the form of tables and graphs in order to display the results. Text-based communications include email, text messaging, online chatting, and students have been doing these forever. However, some of us are old enough to know when this type of information did not exist. Online platforms such as Google, Edmodo, and Facebook. And if you don't have an Edmodo account, I encourage you to get one at edmodo.com. It's excellent for educators. Then there's audio and video-based communications. You can encourage your students to incorporate audio files that they create to enhance their communication with others. And they may can add this narration, music, and sound effects to our presentation, create an audio podcast in which they will be so happy with. Then there are graphics. Programs such as KidPix 3D or Doodle Buddy are excellent for elementary students to be able to add graphics to programs, to add graphics to materials that they are working on, projects they're working on. High school students and even middle school students can utilize computer-assisted design graphics programs to prepare complex visuals. I've even seen students use CAD programs to design buildings and then take the design and print it out on a digital computer, and then hold it in their hand, making keychains, making pictures of people, taking those pictures of people, and then turning it actually into a cast that they can hold in their hand. They're great. Then students and teachers alike are enjoying the opportunity to be able to use PowerPoint, Keynote, Prezi, and even Google Slides to put together slideshows and animations with music that they can be proud of. PowerPoint and Keynote are sisters. One is used for the basic Windows program, that's PowerPoint, and then Keynote is used for the Apple program, Apple computer. Prezi and Google Slides, you must have the internet to use those, but they are identical, work identically with PowerPoint and Keynote. Then there are basic games and simulations that can be purchased or are available online for free. Games and simulations provide learners with opportunities to practice problem solving, structured or ill-structured problems, engaging students in complex higher order thinking. Then there's CAI, the computer assisted instruction. These help students learn specific knowledge and skills and reinforce classroom instruction, drill and practice, and even extend complex learning problems. Such as, have you ever played Math Blaster or Fraction Freddy? Those are excellent for math. And there's so many out there for reading and for social studies and for science. Then there's the CMI, the computer managed instruction. This really helps the teacher to save time because even though it has advantages such as learner participation, individualization, working with students with special needs, monitoring, information management, and multisensory experiences, CMIs also have the limitations of copyright, which we've already talked about. And you can have too many high expectations for the CMI, or it could be too complex for the students, or it might not have enough structure. Now decide how you're going to know when to integrate this into the curriculum. Student learning must be enhanced as you are integrating it, or why use it? In other words, You want to integrate it when students are practicing what they've just studied, such as we talked about with drill and practice. When they're learning independently, such as a kindergarten teacher using this for a center, using a computer for a learning center. Creating learning opportunities for gifted students to make sure that they're being challenged and expanding or extending their activities from class. Or you want to give them an opportunity to work collaboratively with other students. We've talked about the research-based advantages of students interacting with each other socially. Or reaching a student who's having difficulty in learning. A lot of CAIs are out there, as well as some of the CAD programs, to help students who might be having learning difficulty. Are challenging students to present information in a new way, not just the same old, same old. However you decide to use technology, make sure that you infuse it. We'll talk about some lesson planning ways to do this later on, but for now, enjoy. Bye-bye.